Welcome. Thank you for stopping by and choosing to listen to this message for today. My name is Kimberly, and this is From Loved Ones Tarot. Now, I want you to look at these two cards before you. You have the Tower and the Eight of Wands in reverse. And these two cards represent the energy that may exist within your heart, mind, body, and spirit for the month of February 2025, as well as for the first week of March 2025. If you connect to these two cards, then more than likely this reading is for you. And when I look at these two cards, the energy that I am getting is one of having a desire to perhaps outrun the inevitable, or to avoid, there's this desire to avoid the consequences of your actions. And there may be some denial or an inability to accept when something or when someone is changing or is leaving or has left from your life. And some of y'all may be waiting for a miracle to help you out, but that's not for everyone. I do get a sense, the common theme is just you see something off into the distance, and it's the Tower, and this Tower is just metaphorical for your life. And it could be a relationship, it could be a career, it could be a dream, a goal, a plan, something that you've built. And off into the distance, it's burning. And you see that it may collapse in on itself, and it may be gone forever. And you want to avoid that somehow, in some way. You don't want everything that you've worked for to be gone forever. And if you could connect to that description, then this reading is for you, so please keep watching. We're going to look at your emotional state. So how are you feeling in February and March? You have the Devil in reverse, the Hermit, and the Five of Swords. And the Hermit was in reverse. I don't know if I said it. And emotionally, yeah, it looks like you may be overwhelmed with having to let go of certain negative patterns of behavior or certain negative patterns of the way you think. And you may feel powerless to change yourself. And even if you know that you're negatively impacting other people around you, and you're negatively impacting your own life, you don't know how you can stop yourself from those negative patterns of behavior or thought or emotion. You just can't stop it yet. But I do see some maybe shame, guilt, remorse. You just feel bad if other people are affected by you negatively. And you feel bad if you have all these, we'll look at your intentions. But from what I see in your heart, it does look like you have good intentions. Or at least you don't want things to just go up in flames, for you to burn bridges and to just, destroy or cause chaos everywhere you go. But you feel bad about it. But you don't know how to stop. That's for some of y'all. Okay, let's look at your mind. This represents your mind, your mental state. What are you thinking about? You have the Nine of Wands, the Page of Swords in reverse, as well as the Knight of Swords in reverse. Mentally, you're exhausted from having to come up with solutions. And it looks like you are almost on the brink of change, but you want to give up. And this could be because other people have given you this, they've either verbally told you or physically you can see that they no longer want to try, or they no longer want to be connected to you. They may not be supportive of you anymore. They could have put up walls or boundaries put in place to where you feel as if you can't move forward. Even if you do all you're supposed to do in order to win back trust or to win back affection or love or attention, it just it looks like you can't, they won't let you move forward. So you feel like you want to give up, but it looks like you've been trying, you're on the right track, you're putting in some effort here, but yeah, you don't know if you're going to be able to pull this off, or have people at least give you the opportunity to have a conversation, to be heard, to just at least get on the same page of what you'll want to do together. And this could be at work or at home, in your relationships. It's just mentally you're like, oh my God, when am I going to be able to get to the next step? Because you're not even on the first step or the first page. You're still at the bottom, trying to get to a better place to where you then can work on things mentally. Your intention, so what you want people to see and believe about you based on your actions. You have the Judgment, the Page of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So notice that you have the Page of Swords here in your intentions, and you have the Page of Swords on your mind. So you want people to see and believe, even if in your mind you're a little confused and you don't know what to do. You want people to see and believe that you know what to do, and you know what you want, and you mean what you say. And some of y'all could be wanting other people to believe you when you say that you're ready to change your ways. So if in the way that you operate your life or manage your life, if you haven't been prioritizing what you should have been, if you have been neglecting your responsibilities or neglecting your relationships, you're mishandling them, you've been a little too focused on superficial things rather than meaningful things, if you've allowed material objects or material wealth to cloud your judgment. So if there could be perhaps a little bit of overspending, gambling addictions, or resorting to using monetary gifts or material gifts as a way to solve every problem within your relationships. But not everyone. It's just some of y'all are wanting other people to believe that you're ready to change how you live your life, how you operate it, how you manage your goals, how you manage your relationships. And only some of y'all are wanting other people to see and believe that you're ready to let go of a certain dream that you had or a certain goal that you had. So you either want people to see and believe that you're completely changed already, or that you're willing to let go of old dreams or old goals of how you acted, and you don't even want it anymore. But what do people believe about you in real life? So these three cards represent the perception of other people about you, their opinion. You have the Emperor, the Eight of Cups, and the Hermit. So notice you have the Hermit here and what people see, and the Hermit in your heart. Okay, so in your heart you want clarity, you want to be able to know what's the right solutions, and to understand why you do the things that you do, and how can you change what you do, but not having the answers. What people can see about you is that the way that you lead other people. So if you're someone who is in a relationship and you are also a provider, you're also a leader, if you are a parent, a spouse, if you're someone at work that people have to seek guidance from, if you're someone that other people look up to, how you lead, how you provide, just how you operate your life. And you could be someone with a lot of control. Either it's been given to you, or you kind of force your way into getting what you want and what you need. That could also be you. So if you're like, I'm not a parent and I am no one of high management position or whatever in your career. Your personality could just be someone who is very, you want to get your way. You're very headstrong. So you get your way no matter what. And this type of personality, while it could work really well in most cases, at least in February, at least in this reading, other people are off put by your personality and the way that you operate. And it's making them wanting to leave or to distance themselves from you. And they feel that you do need to have some self-reflection. You do need to figure out why you do the things that you do. And if you're willing to change, if you're willing to see, if you're willing to reflect on the relationship, or if you're willing to reflect on what went wrong. Because there seems to be some questions left unanswered from other people in your life, who are in your life, who are close to you. They see that, or this is what they may believe, is that they feel that there's questions that you need to answer, and you haven't given them the answers that they're looking for. So they would like for you to then figure out, give them something that they can believe in. Now, is this true, or is this valid in what you've been doing? I just knocked the camera. Now, is this valid and true in what you've been doing? I don't know. All right. This is just what they may feel, what they may perceive, what they may think about you. And I do hope that that helps you. I don't ever want to make anyone feel down or to give them this negative criticism. I do hope that this can help clarify any miscommunication or misunderstanding that you may have with other people in February and in March. The situation that needs to be talked about, that needs to be addressed. You have the Tower in reverse, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Whoops. So according to your loved ones on the other side, the situation again is the Tower. So in your energy was the Tower. The situation involves, how can you avoid experiencing some setbacks, some delays, some failures, and even more so for this upcoming month. Okay, so how can you avoid, and how can you, I don't want to say get away with what you want, but maybe for some of y'all, you may feel like, okay, well, I'm exhausted from putting in the work of changing myself. I'm over it. So how can I get what I want without really putting in the work? That could be for some of y'all. But I do get overall for many of you is just that, how can you avoid a loss, a separation, or more conflict in your life without having to resort to forcing your way, without manipulating the situation somehow? Like, how can you be your true, authentic self if nobody is really appreciative, or nobody really is liking your true self? Okay, so let's see how we can help you today. And by we, I mean your loved ones on the other side. Down here is the energy that you need more of going into February and March. You have the Empress and the Ace of Cups. So your loved ones on the other side, they want to let you know that there may be an opportunity coming your way to have a positive connection this coming month. And your loved ones on the other side just want you to take this opportunity seriously, as if this opportunity is your own child. They want you to nurture this opportunity. They want you to protect this opportunity. They want you to give it love, attention, affection. So even if you feel like giving up on working on yourself, if you're exhausted from trying to improve yourself and to make other people believe that you are changing, even if you're exhausted, your loved ones on the other side want you to keep going, because an opportunity to connect again in a more loving, more positive, and more meaningful and deep way is coming. So they want you, don't give up, truly nurture, give this opportunity all your attention, all your energy, all your passion, because this will happen for you. And the energy that you don't need for February and March, you have the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So your loved ones on the other side want you to know that the energy that you don't need is you believing that any mental clarity that you gain moving forward for this month and next month is mental clarity that has to do with the past. You're not going to, if you receive mental clarity soon, it's not going to be about how you can keep things the way that they were. Okay, so your mental clarity is going to be about something different. And it's different from what you expect. It's going to leave your comfort zone. It's just going to be different from what you're thinking about. But it's something that is meant for you, and it's something that is needed. So don't think that you're going to get an aha moment or some type of epiphany about how to either gain back what you had, or how to recreate a better time in your life in the past. The past is the past, and moving forward into your future, the mental clarity needed for you is just going to be something different, and it will be something that you need. So just keep that in mind. We're going to move on to your most likely outcome for this situation, so your near future. You have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Death in reverse, and the King of Pentacles in reverse for your near future. Notice that you had the King of Pentacles also in what you want people to see and believe about you based on your intentions. It looks like for you, there's going to be an inability for you to let go of what you've wanted in the past. And because you're not able to change certain ways of how you operate within your home, within your relationships, or what you do at work, you're not going to be able to let go of who you are. And yeah, you're not going to be able to let go of what you prioritize and what you feel that you deserve. So if you're stuck on, okay, this is what I deserve, and this is what I should have, and this is what is going to make everybody else happy. If you're stuck on, okay, this is what should be, and this is a dream that everybody needs to get on board, or this goal or plan that you have, or it's just something about the way that you operate. Feel free to look up the King of Pentacles later on to gain more understanding. Just know that because you're not willing to really self-reflect and put in that work to change certain aspects of your actions, you're not going to be able. That, or I do see that if other people in your life refuse to cooperate with you in the near future, then you're like, what's the point? Why do I even need to try? I'm just going to give up altogether. So then there is no transformation for you because other people completely shut it down. But I can see in your weekly outlook, which is above my desk. I have my desk blocking the weekly outlook. But later on, we'll see which part of this week fits the near future. But it's not set in stone. Everything that I tell you or predict for you is not set in stone. You have the power to change anything with the information that's given to you today. And because more than likely you will change the trajectory of your path just based on the advice, if you should take it. Or just because now that you're more aware, things could change. Just from knowing more. We're going to move on to your advice from your loved ones in this section. You have advice number 1, 2, and 3, and this is from your loved ones on the other side. If you should need the clarity about this situation or your life in general, you may connect to all these advice or you may not, and that's okay. But I do hope that you can connect to at least one of these. So for advice number 1, you have the 10 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. So for some of y'all, if you want this happy family in the picture, you see with the rainbow and the kids are happy, the animals are happy, you and your partner are happy. If you want to be fulfilled and have that stability, emotional stability, then you can't be so impulsive with what you plan for your life and for the life of other people. So your loved ones on the other side want you to sit down, go back to the drawing board on what you want to, what your goals are for the long term. What are your goals with your family or with your partner? And how can you achieve that with everyone being happy? Because there's something about the way, how you manage your responsibilities or how you manage your financial situations. There's just something about how you budget or save. It's not helping your family. And I think money issue could be a very big thing going on within your relationships right now. And that's one of the concerns that you have to truly lock down, address, and find a solution, or you're never going to get to the next stage of building the emotional connection back. So if you want this, get a foundation built on solid, good financial decisions, and with the perspective that is right for the longevity of your relationships. All right, that's for some of y'all. Advice number 2, you have the Magician, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the Death. So for some of y'all, you're not going to be able to accomplish anything in February if you are not willing to go through a self-transformation. And if that means you're going to have to let go of some expectations, or let go of some dreams or plans that you had, or let go of some of your power. So again, how are other people in your life view you as the emperor, someone who is used to getting their way by force, or they're just naturally stubborn, or they're very headstrong on what they want and what they need, and they don't give room to other people to have that power, to have that say so. For advice number 2, if you want to be able to build a positive connection with love and affection and passion and all those good feelings and good energies, you're going to have to let go, be able to transform yourself, self-develop yourself. Give up some of your power. Give up some of your control. Be able to compromise. Be able to get on the same page and even have equality. And whatever equality looks like for you in your relationships, it just means both of you are equally satisfied, equally content, and happy with whatever y'all decide together. All right. Advice number 3, you have the 3 of Wands, the King of Swords in reverse, and again, the Death card. You just got in advice number 2. So your loved ones on the other side are like, listen up. All right. They're telling you, and notice you have the 3 of Wands in your situation. And in your situation is one of failure, setbacks, obstacles, slow progress. Your loved ones on the other side are saying, hey, if you don't want this and you want this, which is progress, achievement, success, to the point of having stability, to the point of being able to now then focus on different goals because you've already accomplished some of them already. So you're on the next big thing. If you want this, you're going to have to, again, let go of, and they're being specific now. Here they were like, hey, you're just going to have to self-transform in the second advice. Or you're going to have to let go of, some of y'all have to let go of some of your fear or hesitation about, if you let go of some of your control, will you then lose yourself completely? Are you going to have to change for someone else and you're not going to like yourself? Okay, I do get that for some of y'all in advice number 2. Advice number 3 is specifically they're saying you're going to have to change the way that you communicate. So if you're someone who manipulates an argument or a debate to get what you want, or if you aren't able to have compassion or empathy when you speak to other people, so you're not able to hear them out, to feel for them, if you're a little cold or emotionally unavailable, your loved ones on the other side say, hey, if you want to see progress and you want to see achievement and success for yourself, you're going to have to let go of the negative traits of the King of Swords. So the poor communication, gotta let it go. The manipulation, the competition for power, again, is showing up. That's what you have to work on. All right. And that's for some of y'all. And I do hope all this helps. We're going to move on to your weekly outlook, which is above. So let me move the camera. All right, up here, up top is your weekly outlook. It could be specific for you or it may not. This is just information for you to have if you want it. You have the first week of February, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and the first week of March, rounding off with your word of encouragement from your loved ones on the other side. The first week of February, you have the 7 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. You may experience a mental breakthrough for yourself in the first week on about what you've always wanted. So the dreams and your goals, your aspirations, you're going to have your aha moment. But just remember that your loved ones said, and the energy that you don't need is one of believing that this mental breakthrough is going to be about you gaining what you've wanted in the past. Your mental breakthrough has to be used for what you want in the future, something different. So just remember that for the first week, a mental breakthrough first week. And remember what your loved one said. Now in the second week, you have the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Swords, 6-6. It looks like you're going to step away from what you've always known. So you're moving away. If this is you, you're physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you're moving away from what you've always known. Now, is this a good thing? I don't know. But this was something that was needed for you. So even if this happens to be by force, as in someone forces you to leave or to distance yourself, or if you choose to distance yourself, even if this comes about in a more chaotic or negative way, I do think this is what your loved ones on the other side was good for you in the long run, was you being able to change from what you've always known to something different that you don't know, you've never known, or you've never felt before, or you've never thought before, or you've never experienced before. All right. In the third week, you have the High Priestess and the Seven of Wands. So something will happen in the third week to where you just feel in your heart, you feel it in your gut, that you're not supposed to be too self-defensive or too protective of what it is that you've wanted and needed in your life. You're going to let your guard down, and you're going to know this when it happens in the third week, or it may change. This could happen earlier than later, depending on what you choose to do. But if this should happen in the third week, you're going to know, okay, I have to let my guard down. I have to be able to have open communication, honest connections with other people. All right. In the fourth week, you have the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Wands. A lot of aces. You have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. Where's another one? You have the Ace of Cups. You have the Ace of Swords yet again. So a lot of new beginnings for you, and beginnings that your loved ones on the other side want you to have. They want you to have this new journey, this new phase in your life to take place, because it's needed for you. And I think you know that too. Anyway, so in the fourth week, again, Nine of Wands, Ace. Yeah, the Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so in your mind, remember, in your mind, you want to give up. You're tired of trying. But in the fourth week, you're not going to give up. So if you've had missed opportunities to grow or to self-develop, you're going to be able to in the fourth week. You're going to experience new growth because you don't give up. All right. So positive changes. I see there from you distancing yourself or leaving or experiencing new things or feeling or thinking new things, from using your intuition to not be so guarded, to you not giving up even if you missed opportunities in the past. Let's see the first week of March. Yes, you now have this new vision for yourself. You have accepted what you cannot change, and you've accepted what you can change, what you can control. And looks like you have a more solid vision for yourself and for those in your life. So yes, things look clearer for you by the first week of March. Now, do you achieve everything you want, or do you get all that you want? No, but just the energy that you began with, right? These two cards, the energy you began with is one of not being able to accept what needs to change, or some of you were in denial, or you needing a miracle to avoid changes, or to avoid experiencing a loss. So in the first week, it looks like you're in acceptance. Whether you get what you always wanted, I don't know, but at least we went from denial and avoidance to now acceptance, and you having more confidence and more optimism and faith that what your future holds is something good. All right, so that at least looks not too bad, in my opinion. But again, everything can change depending on what you do. And this could happen faster for you or later for you, depending, right? So you have for your word of encouragement, you have the Two of Pentacles and the King of Cups in reverse and the Star in reverse. Okay, your loved ones on the other side want you to know, if you worry about if you can juggle what you want and need, your personal goals, your personal desires, with the personal goals and the personal desires of everyone in your relationships. If you are worried if you can balance the two or combine the two, your loved ones on the other side said, don't worry, you do have that capability, and they see that in your future for you, that you're going to be able to be someone worthy of loving, worthy of someone to be supportive to, and you're going to be able to give back in the same way. So you're going to be able to love other people in the way that they need. You're going to be supportive, and you're going to provide that inspiration and that comfort and that stability to other people in your life. So that will happen for you. You just have to believe it and keep trying, okay? And I hope that helps you. Now, if you found some clarity today in this reading, please subscribe if you haven't, or just keep on coming back. And with that said, to all my Capricorns, take care.